that you can't be a Christian, like your sin is supposed to fall away if you're truly a Christian, and that's not what happened for me. And so I said, I don't see how I could be a Christian. And she said, well, I want you to go home and look up these passages. And so I went home and I looked them up, and it was clear I wasn't a Christian. And so I came back to her and I said, I still don't think that I could have been a Christian. And she said, well, do you want to be a Christian? And I said, I do, because I didn't even really know what that meant. I just knew that I didn't want what I had had anymore. And I knew that I needed God, that I needed to chase him. And this is what my life was now. And she said, well, do you want him? And I said, yes. And she said, then pray. All I said was, I want to be a good mom, and I want to be a good life. Jesus, won't you come into my heart? And that was it. It was very simple.
I'm casting myself on your mercy, because that's all I've got. But I believe. I know you died on the cross. I know this is true, and I'm just trusting that that's what you're going to do.
You know, so at this camp, they let you sit in that spot for a little while to really process and deal with, and not just gloss over the fact that we are totally sinners, and there's nothing we can do about it. There's nothing we can do about it. We can't clean ourselves up. So they let you sit there for a while, and then they come in and they talk about what Jesus did on that cross, and why he went to the cross, and what he paid for on that cross. You know how I told you how I went out and I sat in that field with that umbrella? Well, in this 10 minutes, I went and I sat on a dock overlooking the water underneath the totem pole of all places. And that same emptiness that I was describing before was echoing so loud, bringing me to tears. That hatred of sin was welling up inside of me. And in that moment when I said, Jesus, I just want you. I don't want this sin. I don't want any of this junk anymore. I just want you. I believe you. I trust what you did on that cross. And I need you in my life. Instead of sitting in a field under an umbrella with emptiness, I was sitting on a dock, and God poured into that in a way I can't even describe. That it went from these tears of emptiness with no answer to being filled with Jesus, to overflowing. And my tears went from sorrow and confusion to joy and peace in a moment.